So, Jai Hind students, welcome to the next video lesson. So, we have done up to the 14 principles given by Henry Fayol. So, now we will going through the different principles and techniques given by Frederick Winslow Taylor. And in short, we say F.W. Taylor. Okay. So, as you all know that in this unit 2, we have done principles of management by Henry Fayol. We have also done the concept and significance of principles of management. But now this second part of this unit 2 is about scientific management. Okay, we will go through its concept and the principles, techniques given by F.W. Taylor. Okay, and this is basically a scientific management approach actually developed by F.W. Taylor. So, in this lesson, particularly, we will go through the meaning features of scientific management as well as explain the different principles of scientific management given by F.W. Taylor. So, scientific management, we will go through. Uh, it is a kind of new technique on management propounded by F.W. Taylor, and he was a person who was doing the job as ordinary labor, and then actually posted to a chief engineer. He has gone through the journey of from laborer to a chief engineer. Okay, he works in a midway steel company in USA. At that time, he conducted number of experiments and came to the conclusion that the amount of labor or amount of work a laborer was doing was far less as compared to what he was supposed to be doing. Means the work he is doing was far much more than a laborer. So he gave a number of suggestions to solve this problem, and in doing so he gave a scientific outlook to management. Means he has given the approach which is scientific in nature. Means how we can manage the things, how we can manage the humans in working in an organization. So he has adopted a scientific approach in order to manage the environment or manage the resources. So he worked in a Bethlehem Steel Works up to 1901, and thereafter started providing services as management consultant. Further, he was working as a person or employee. Okay, then he became a consultant about about managing the resources. So in 1903, he published a research paper titled Shop Management and in 1911 his book was published about which was named as Principles of Scientific Management. Okay, and has given a great contribution in the field of management. So yes, he was a great person who has given us different actual principles and techniques as well. So in this lesson, this is your lesson 10, and we will going to learn meaning, features and principles of scientific management, in which you will be able to learn, understand the meaning and features of scientific management as well as explain the different principles of scientific management. But if I talk about the definitions of scientific management, already you know that it is a scientific management is a new technique to be adopted or new approach to be adopted in order to manage anything. So scientific management given by F.W. Taylor, a particular definition is it is the act of knowing exactly what you want men to do and then seeing to it that they do in the best and the cheapest way. Actually, we always want to take out some work from a person who is able to do that, who is capable of performing that activity. So this scientific management is actually based upon that you have to see the things, you have to analyze the things, you have to analyze the environment as well as the people who can do the work actually, and measure that what kind of work you want to actually take out from that particular person, and then you have to see that it should be done in best and cheapest way, so that wastage should be minimum, because we can't say that we can't take out the or maximize the cost of the production. So this is the saying of F.W. Taylor. So next is Peter F. Drucker. He was saying the core of scientific management. The core of scientific management is this organized study of work. the analysis of work into the simplest elements, and the systematic improvements of the workers' performance of each element. Okay. So main function of scientific management, you have to do, what you have to do is organized study. You have to organize the work. You have to see whether the work is being organized or not. You have to analyze that work. It should be analyzed in a simple manner. Okay, it should be not like that you have seen the things that okay done, okay done. No, you have to go into the deep, whether the work has been done in a proper way or not, and whether the result which is there in front of you is according to your expectations or not. Okay, then you can say that yes, I have achieved the desired or set goals. And systematic improvements of the workers performance of each elements. Every person needs improvement. Every person needs some suggestion so that he or she can work in a proper manner. So in this, by Peter F. Drucker, he was saying that there should be organized study, there should be analysis in simple way, there should be systematic improvements of performance also. So yes, it is the scientific management where we are talking about organization, we are talking about analysis, we are talking about improvements. Okay, and it should be done, and it can be done if we know that what kind of work to be there, what kind of work can be taken out from a particular person. So next is about features of scientific management. See, features actually tell us that what are the main characteristics of scientific management. So number one is systematic approach. Systematic approach to management. Systematic approach to management, it shows that all activities are completed in a systematic and scientific manner. Okay, there should be no chaos between the actually thinking itself and the resources or the task as well. Okay, so there should be systematic approach the organization must follow. Okay, next is mental change. So mental change, there should be a complete mental change both in the owners as well as the employees of the organization. They both should work for the betterment of the organization and should aim for more and better production targets rather than merely chasing higher profits. Okay, there should be work upon quality, not upon quantity. Okay, they are saying that they should focus upon the high production, not for high profits, because if they are actually producing the more number of units in less time, then their production can be increased. Okay, third is discards traditional management. Traditional management which is already actually adopted, it discards the old techniques and adoption of new and modern techniques which aims in improving the efficiency of employees. Okay, there is nothing but outcome of complete change in attitude, that you have to change according, we already learned in the previous concepts also, that we have to change according to the environment which is going on, or the market which is there in our society. So yes, we have to discard the traditional management, we have to adopt the new methods and techniques as the changing trends. Next is require strict observance of rules. Yes, it requires very strict observance of rules, because rules are formed only after due analysis and there is little chance of error in them. Unless the rules are followed strictly, the scientific the method given to management may fade away, making it no different from the traditional method. So you have to observe what you have designed. If you are not observing the defined rules, it means it will not work, because there is no check upon it. So yes, you have to see that whether the things which you have designed achieved or not, okay, or followed or not. Next is improves the efficiency of workers. It aims to increase the efficiency of workers. Yes, this is done through conducting various kinds of studies such as time study, motion study, and fatigue study. We will going to learn the techniques of scientific management. So these are the features of scientific management. Okay. Next is principles of scientific management. First one is science, not rule of thumb. Second is harmony, not discord. Third, cooperation, not individualism. Fourth, development of each and every person to his or her greatest efficiency and prosperity. Okay, these are the four principles of scientific management. Okay, and we will go through one by one. Science, not rule of thumb. F.W. Taylor has given or introduced the method of scientific inquiry. He wants that everything should be scientifically explained and scientifically done. So he wants that management should be practiced in a scientific way. Okay. Scientific methods involves investigation of traditional methods through work study. Okay. Unifying the best practices and developing a standard method which would be followed throughout the organization. It needs investigation. We all already know that if I talk about science, we need experiments, we need investigation. So yes, in the scientific management, we also need investigation. We also need experiments of the work of the on the employees so that we can take out the best practice and develop a standard method which is to be followed by each and every person in the organization. Okay. According to the Taylor, even a small production activity like loading pigs of iron into boxcars can be scientifically planned and managed. Okay, if you're saying that you have to load the pigs of iron, so it should be scientifically planned. Okay, in a time, in a kind of how many people should be involved in it, how what kind of work it is, and what kind of in how much time you have to do it. So this can result in tremendous saving of human energy as well as the wastage of time and material, because if you are managing the things, you will do that work in a very proper and efficient manner. Okay, the more sophisticated the process is, greater would be the savings. Means the more the processes are being analyzed and followed, you will save the more. Okay, now in the present context, what we are doing, the use of internet has brought about dramatic improvements in internal efficiency and customer satisfaction. As you all know that we have automated machines and we have so much high-tech software, high-tech machines. So it helps in the improvement of the efficiency, and as well as it satisfies the customers also, as we are heading towards the quality and doing the work as per the benchmarks set. So next is harmony but not discord. Harmony you already know, doing the things in proper integration and proper unity. So here factory system of production served a link between the owners and workers. Obvious, factory system we have already know this when where production has been taken place. So it emphasized that there should be complete harmony between the management and workers. They both should realize that each one is important. Okay, they should not have the ego of their authority. No, they must actually realize that if worker is not there, I cannot take the factory activities, and workers also realize that if management is not there, we can't work in the factory. Okay, so each and every part or each and every person and each and every element is important in the organization. So this is the complete mental revolution on the part of both management and workers. Okay, means you have to understand, you have to set your mind that everyone who is working in the organization is completely and equally important for the organization. Okay, what Taylor is saying, scientific management has for its foundation the firm conviction that the true interest of the two are one and the same. Okay, they are saying that the interest of the two are one and same. There means they should be work for one goal, that is for the organization. That prosperity for the employee cannot exist for a longer time unless it is accompanied by prosperity for employees, and vice versa. If employees are not working for the employer and employer is not working for the employee, the prosperity cannot happen, the growth cannot happen, development cannot be achieved. So here, if I take the example of Japan, Japanese work culture is classic example of such a situation. In Japanese company, paternalistic style of management is in practice. And what is it? Complete openness between the management and workers. Supposingly, if all workers go to strike, they wear a black badge but work more than normal working hours to gain the sympathy of the management. Now why they are working for the management for long hours? Because they know that work cannot happen without us, and management has nothing to do without the workers. So they don't want to leave the company, but they want to tell the management that we have some expectations from you, so kindly help us. And this is the humble approach they are actually adopting. Here they have the sympathy, here they want to take the sympathy of the management so that they can agree upon the terms which they have put it on in front of them. Okay, so this is the harmony approach actually being used by Japan people. Okay, next is cooperation. Obvious harmony, if you have the working in harmony, you will cooperate with each other. There should be no individualism. You already know cooperation comes in a group, individualism comes with single person. So there should be complete cooperation between labor and management instead of um, individualism. Competition should be replaced by cooperation. We are not here to compete anyone. We are here to cooperate everyone. So cooperation is very much required. Okay, because they should know, they should realize that everyone needs another person who is working in an organization. Nobody can work alone. We already know that it is a group of activity. We have to achieve, we have to coordinate everything in a group manner. So it ensures the cooperation, and it really needs cooperation among the people. Okay, for this employees should be rewarded for their suggestions. Okay, through which the cost has been reduced. Okay, if somebody has given the suggestion through which company has reduced the cost, so it should be rewarded. They should be part of management, and if any important decisions are taken, workers should be taken into confidence. Okay, and any important decisions if management want to take, so workers should also be included, and they should also be communicated proper. In fact, when there will be open communication system and goodwill, there will be no need for even trade union. Obvious, if you are not deciding in a closed room, and you are not taking suggestions from the employees and the workers, hence it will actually result in a trade union, and for the people will be going for the strikes, as you are not actually working as they want. So this open communication system and goodwill is there, so there will be no trade union, and workers will be happy while working with you. So paternalistic style of management takes care the needs of employees would prevail in case of Japanese company. You already learned about it, that paternalistic style of management takes care needs of employees. What employees need, it takes care. In this style of management, you must know paternalistic, as your parents what you are doing, as your father is doing. He is providing you the money, he is providing you the everything in you need in the house or at your home. So this is the needs he is taking care of. As the same, if management is is adopting the paternalistic styles, it means that management is taking care of the needs of the employees. Okay, so according to Taylor, there should be an almost equal division of work and responsibility. Okay, there should be no chaos between the people, that there should be no discord between the people that that person is working less because he's at high post and making more salary. So no, there should be equal division of work as per his or her capabilities, and there should be proper responsibility between workers and management. All day long, the management should work almost side by side with the workers, helping, encouraging, and smoothing the way for them. So this management should work for the guidance of the worker, should encourage them and smoothen the way of the doing of work for them. Okay. Next principle is development of each and every person to his her greatest efficiency and prosperity. So it is about industrial efficiency. It depends to large extent on personal competencies. Okay. Now, worker training. If I am talking about the development of each and every person to his or her greatest efficiency and prosperity, it means that we have to include that person and we have to train that person so that he or she can best utilize their efforts. Sorry. And they should learn the best method developed as a consequence of the scientific approach. So Taylor was of the view that the concern for efficiency should be built in right from the process of employee selection. Each person should be scientifically selected. Work assigned should suit his or her physical, mental, intellectual capabilities. And in order to increase efficiency, we need to give the training or proper training. Okay. And when they are appointed as per their capabilities, as per the qualifications, as per their potential, so they will use and they will become the efficient employees and would produce more and earn more itself. Okay, so this will ensure this their greatest efficiency and prosperity for both company and workers. As you all know that we already learned about in the staffing function of the management that we need to place correct person at correct position so that he or she can best utilize its efforts and input its skills in a better way. Okay, so this is that development of each and every person to his or her greatest efficiency and prosperity. So these are the principles of management. But dear, you have to do an assignment that you have to read about Frederick Winslow Taylor and its contributions. Okay, and thank you very much. I hope you will do good. And dear, kindly make the notes as instructed in the video as well, so that you can have the notes in your hands in a qualitative manner. So we will meet you in next video lesson. Thank you.